Good morning, friends. Welcome to Freedom Makers. I'm Amanda, and today we are going to do a video about oatmeal. Everything in this video is going to be from our food storage, and that's really exciting because to me it almost feels like we're eating for free when we already have everything we need. I don't have to go to the store. It's already paid for. It's already there. And so I really love doing that. A few videos ago I mentioned that I had a video about oatmeal. I did not. It was actually a Facebook post that I was referring to in my head, and I had forgotten that I didn't do a video about it. So this is the video. I'm doing it now, and there are just so many different ways that you can do oatmeal. So I like to make it ahead of time, put it in bowls. We leave some in the pot for me to heat back up on the stove, like with some milk, and it's just really great to have on hand because it's like a convenience meal for us. If you're not cooking out of your food storage, I encourage you to do so. It's great to rotate things, but also it gives you a great outlet to be creative. So I like to be creative in the kitchen. I like to try different things. And so by having oatmeal many different ways throughout the week, you could even just do a basic oatmeal and then every day do different toppings and add in different items from your food storage. In this pot I have water and 2 large pats of butter that are just melting there. This is coming up to a boil very slowly. But I'm going to go ahead and put in my oatmeal. So this is just oatmeal from our food storage. I keep several boxes at a time. I don't measure this. I don't follow the instructions. I just feel how it's supposed to feel. And we need more for that amount of water. And we always have leftovers, and this makes it really easy in the mornings to have something ready to go. You guys will have to forgive my washing machine in the background. I've already started running that for the morning, and so that may be on camera too. I apologize, but this is real life. So I have that stirred in. I'm going to let this cook for a little while, but first I'm going to add in some spices. So I'm doing cinnamon. I love cinnamon. I like to be able to see my cinnamon, so I put enough that it's easy to identify. I just love the color and the flavor and the smell, and so you can't have too much cinnamon. I'm also using cardamom oil today. I just put 1 drop in here when I cook my oatmeal. Oop, 2 fell in, but that's okay. I really like the cardamom oil as opposed to the ground cardamom because it stays fresh forever. The cardamom in the jar that's ground has a shelf life, and it doesn't last very long as we would need it to because we don't use it very often. This is actually the only recipe I consistently use it in, and so I really like having this on hand. I'm going to let this boil for a little while, and then we are going to add some fruit. I usually add my fruit in before I put the oatmeal in, but I completely forgot to put in my raisins. I like to let them plump up, so they'll just have to do that while the oatmeal is boiling, but I really like it in there, not at the end. Some people prefer to put it at the very end, but I like them to be plump and soft, and it just changes the texture, and we really enjoy it that way. Well, friends, I've got 2 bowls here for Sunshine and I, and we just have some pecans in the bottom that I just coarsely chopped. I like to put pumpkin seeds on the top. This is the second jar of the 4 jars that I brought back from Deep South Homestead when I did cane syrup. I got to cut and strip and help cook cane syrup, and that was really fun. And so I have 4 jars, and this is the end of jar number 2. I'm going to be using that this morning. I'm going to go ahead and ladle over our oatmeal that has raisins in it. And I also usually will dip out, whoo, I'm making a mess, bowls for the rest of the week. So if you use a microwave, that works. If you do not use a microwave, leave it in the pot. I prefer not to use a microwave, so I'll leave some in here for us. But my dad works on the road, and he takes his oatmeal with him in the mornings. And if I just have it in a bowl ready to go, he likes to just throw it in the microwave. So I have pecans in the bottom. I'm going to put some pumpkin seeds on the top. Extra nutrition, plus it's pretty. I like my food to be pretty. And it adds a different texture to it too. So that, and then a little bit of cane syrup to sweeten it just a bit. You can put milk in this. Sometimes we do apricots, dried apples, banana chips. There's all kinds of stuff you can do with oatmeal. You could do walnuts instead of pecans. I want to get every drop out of that. You can do all sorts of things. Peaches, pears. You can put anything in applesauce, jelly, jam, and it's going to be delicious. So I'm going to probably stick my finger in there and lick the last of that out of there. But here's breakfast. And isn't it pretty? It all came from food storage. It's really inexpensive to make oatmeal, and because you can make it so many different ways, it never has to be boring or monotonous. I really hope this inspires you. I hope you got a lot out of the video, and start cooking out of your food storage pantry if you don't already. It's a really great outlet for me. I like to be creative in the kitchen. I like to do new things and try different combinations and stuff, and my family enjoys it too, usually. So we really like to just have the option of different things. So we like to keep our dried fruit in stock. We like to keep oatmeal on hand for sure in large quantities so that we can have this whenever we want. And it doesn't get boring because we have so many different things that we can add into it. Using your food storage for breakfast can be a little daunting. It's not something I hear a lot of people talking about. Most people are relying on eggs and things like that. And so if that stopped, like if for some reason you lost all your chickens, or if you don't have chickens yet and you're relying on food storage, I would encourage you to really think about that and what breakfast would look like. Would it look like leftovers from the night before? What would you have? And I think thinking about that strategically is really crucial, especially if you're preparing for uncertain times. And so this is our staple recipe for breakfast. We love the oatmeal because I can have it in so many different combos, and that really helps my family to keep from getting bored. So if you have a favorite food storage recipe for breakfast specifically, please list that in the comments below so we can all share and have different ideas. Maybe somebody has thought of something that you haven't before, and that would be great to see. So thank you so much for being here and watching the channel and being part of this community we've created together. I really appreciate you, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye guys.